Hello everyone, welcome again in Eng-Man YouTube channel. So we will continue our learning on oil network modeling using GAP software. So now we will try to answer the second big question of our exercise, which is, let's say if we have a constraint of total or maximum liquid production rate, say 20,000 stock tank barrel per day, but we still want to maximize the oil production. How much we should choke back our wells in that situation to achieve the maximum to achieve the constraint of maximum liquid production of 21,000 or 20,000 stock tank barrel per day by still enabling or maximizing the oil production. Okay, so that's going to be quite interesting. To answer that, we enter the constraint, go to solve network, run network solver, and we will keep the separator pressure as it is, 200 psig. All right, but I think we should go to main first, and then let's go to separator, and then summary, we go to the constraints. All right, now let's put the constraint here. So we have in our case a constraint of maximum liquid production, which is 20,000. Unit is stock tank barrel per day. Binding yes, potential no. All right, so this will be our constraint, maximum liquid production of 20,000. And first you see the picture, the symbol, the icon of separator is like this. Now let's see what happens if we put constraint on our separator. Click on OK. You see, now you will see, two red arrows. Two red arrows will appear in the main screen on the separator icon like this. Okay, two red arrows. It means that within this element, within the separator, we have a constraint. All right, so after we set a constraint here, we need to make our wells controllable. Thus, we will put well controls on our well. All right, in order for the optimizer of gap to be able to maximize the production while still honoring the constraint, controls have to be set in the system. In the case of the field, the well will have wellhead choke. Okay, so in the gap, we will put well controls, but on the field, it will be translated into setting controls, setting choke in our wells. So we will not have an icon for choke in this case, in the gap, but we will put value, control value in our gap, while in reality, it will be translated in reality as installation or setting of wellhead choke on the field. Okay, so now let's make our wells controllable, which means that the wellhead choke can be changed by the optimizer of gap. All right, to do that, we go to each well like this, and then you see here in input, we have control, IPR, VLP, and so on and so forth. We go to control, and let's change the DP control from none to calculated. By the way, if you put or if you set the DP control to be none, it means that the well will be fully open. And we have tried, we have achieved, or we have completed the exercise for that in previous video. Now we will make the well controllable. So thus we will make it calculated. But for now, let's keep it the delta pressure 0 psi, which also means that the well will be made fully open right now. But of course, the optimizer of gap can change it, okay? And it is paramount to set controls every time a constraint needs to be honored. This is to reproduce what happens in reality, where devices like chokes are used to control the field. Okay, so I set the DP control to be like this. You can also go to choke settings like this, choke parameters, choke model, something like this, but we will skip it for now. And we do the same thing for all the wells. And you see, if you make the well controllable, you will see a thin red circle like this. So let's also make it for the rest of the wells. Let's change it at each well like this. So we are making the wells controllable. All right, by the way, you can also right click and then you can see here controllable. You can uncheck. Then if you go back, the DP control will be none. Okay, but if you right click and then make the well controllable like this, you will see the thin red circle. You will go back and you see the DP control is calculated. Okay, so that's it. You ensure that all of the wells in the system are made controllable. All right, so I think we can stop it here. So in this video, we put constraint on the separator and we make all the wells controllable. In the next video, we will solve the network with optimization. But until then, see you and thank you.